So we're now coming into level 2 here. The game's difficulty does pick up, it still is rather easy. I do get the boomerang here for a couple of seconds, which does get replaced by the holy water. The boomerang is probably, in my opinion, the most useful weapon just in general in Castlevania, where the holy water pretty much just makes every single boss fight in this game just completely easy. It seriously breaks the entire game in terms of the bosses, so if you're in need of a little fuck you game, screw you game, I'm going home, just whip out the holy water on the bosses and just go to town with them. Also, this stage is the introduction of these flying head things known, unfortunately, they're very infamously as the Medusa heads. The patterns of the Medusa heads can cause a little bit of difficulty for those who may be inexperienced with the game. Once you learn their movement patterns, they aren't really too much of a deal. Here is a prime example of where a Medusa head can really screw you over and just knock you into the pit. Alternatively, if you do get lucky, if you hit that Medusa head, you won't have to do this segment here at all, and you just go pretty much straight into the next room. Also, the pot roast is there if you need it. The pot roast will get a little bit harder to find as the level goes on. Also, we have a little bit of a scrolling platform here. I guess this is sort of the castle interior thing, and I do like the level design for this, and we're sort of getting darker and drearier. Just a little bit more ominous of things to come. Even though this is probably, aside from stage 4 perhaps, it's probably one of the more darker, drearier sort of levels, and it really gives that good old Castlevania zombie killing, vampire slaying feel to it. These spikes here can really kill you in one shot. Like most 8-bit platformers, spikes is pretty much insta-kill. If you're not careful with the timing, with those falling spike things, you're dead. What I just got here was the double shot, which I did elaborate on a little bit last episode. It basically lets you shoot, well, 2 of your sub-weapon while it's on screen, and is very valuable for stuff such as bosses with stacking on damage, and it is very vital in your quest to beat the game. Another thing with those bone pillars you just saw, if you hold down the turbo, if you use the turbo controller on them, you won't have as much difficulty with timing yourself with the fireballs, which is a common problem with this. But we are going through a few Medusa heads just to go up to the final area of the stage, the boss and him or herself, Medusa. While I do pertain to the idea that using holy water against bosses is rather cheap, really the alternative method is just to use the boomerang, which is equally as cheap, and the boss will go down in no time again. It's another boss where it's quicker to kill than to actually explain how to kill. But overall, not a real difficult level. The game will pick up next episode when we take on stage 3. Thank you all for watching, I'll see you guys then. Good night, everybody.